Looks like it's that time of the year again, football fans, as the Holland Christian football team begins to defend its Division IV state title with a first-round playoff game at home against Spring Lake. Rather than entering the postseason undefeated like they did last season, Holland Christian has dropped 2 of its last 3 games and is 7-2 overall, with losses to Zeeland East and Byron Center. But the players are just as determined to finish out strong. Talk about your last few games of the season here. It's been pretty up and down for you guys. How have you felt over that stretch, and what do you think really attributed to those couple slow starts?
It all starts with practice. You know, Hamilton, we had an attitude right away in the beginning of the week that we needed to beat Hamilton, and we came out, we played hard, practiced hard all week, and we had a good week of practice, and we beat them. And Byron Center, I think we just didn't have a good week of practice, and the weather, we like to point our fingers at the weather, and so we just didn't, we started out slow that game, and that's how it happened.
So what has practice been like so far this week, and what kind of feeling are you getting out of it, seeing as, you know, practice has accounted for so much of your success or failure?
The coaches have been preaching to keep a positive attitude. We got high expectations for the next couple weeks. We plan to go all the way again this year and try and repeat what we did last year. So we've been hitting it pretty hard in practice all week.
You guys got any maroon playoff traditions that you guys go with?
A couple of kids last year started the playoff beard, so there's a couple kids who can't grow a beard, they'll grow the playoff beard, but other than that, it's just work hard every week, same as what we do in the regular season.
What do you see, when you look at Spring Lake, what do you see, and what do you see as the keys to the game?
They do a little bit of misdirection, they got a lot of speed, so we got to work on our pursuit. Our defense is a fast defense as well, so we should be able to counter that, but it should be good.
I'm very excited. I mean, this team is, the capabilities of this team is very, very high. I mean, we can definitely go back to state if we really, really want it. It's just a matter of our desire when we're playing, but we definitely have the potential, and I'm excited to see how we perform on Friday.
How do you feel about just the way, I mean, in your 2 losses, I mean, you guys came out, fell behind 18-0 at halftime against Byron Center, fell behind 21-7 early against Zeeland East. So how much of those flat starts hurt you, and just what can you do to avoid that in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, they hurt us in the game at the fact that, I mean, we've always been a strong second half team, but if you have too deep of a hole to get out of, then that's not going to help you. So that's hurt us for that, but definitely just the motivation now that we're in the playoffs, and if you don't win this week, you're done. You know, there's not a second chance, and especially for our seniors, this is our last time playing, so if we're done, we're done. So we got to give it everything we have, and hopefully we can win it.
Our offense is focusing on more running the ball. We had pretty decent running games in our past games, but we'd like to see more of a run game out of our team like we had in the first part of the season. We always look to capitalize on what other teams are doing and what they should be doing. So we usually just like to run it at them, and I think that's what we're kind of planning on this week, is just shoving it down their throat. They have a strong running game, so what are you going to be focusing on this week? What are you keen on? Responsibilities. We have just, every man has a responsibility on the team, and if someone doesn't complete that, then we all just kind of fail as a team, I guess. But we all kind of came together this week and sat down and were like, we aren't screwing off anymore. Every guy has to pitch in, and this has to be a team effort, and we have to get together and do this for the state championship. So speaking of the state championship, how great did that feel last year, and just how far away does that feel? I mean, does it seem like a long time, or does it seem like it was just yesterday? It seems like a long time ago, because even the summer workouts seem like a long time ago, but once we start the season, it just feels like time flies. So state championship was fun, and I remember that feeling, and I'd like to have it again, so I'd like to go back. This is Jon Schultz reporting for the Holland Sentinel.